Hello there and welcome back to the channel. I'm T.Prince, certified leadership and life coach. So I'm assuming you clicked this video because you really want to know how to become a leader. Or you're asking yourself, like, how do I advance in the workplace? How do I advance and actually hold a title to become a manager, director, VP, executive, etc.? Well, you're in the right place because today we're going to discuss how to become a leader, but most importantly, qualities of a great leader. I like to also start off by saying that I'm often asked this question. It's a very common question, which is why I was prompted to make this video. I want to remind you that you are a leader already, whether you hold the title of a leader or not. We all work as leaders in various ways and aspects of our lives, whether we are a mother, a spouse, and any other role. These insights today that we'll discuss will empower you to elevate your leadership skills in all ways. So from the top, the first is going to be to lead with purpose. Leading with purpose is essential for a great leader. You know, having clear communication and clearly communicating your vision and your values to inspire and align your team towards a common goal is critical. But before you're able to do that, you actually have to take it a step further or go back a step and ensure that you understand who you are as a person. What are your personal values? What is your personal vision? Understanding yourself is going to be very, very critical in aligning you to lead with purpose as a leader. So one of the exercises I often have my clients work on is a wheel of life exercise. And in that exercise, you're able to kind of identify what areas of your life need your attention and your focus, as well as crafting your values and your vision. And I always ask people to do this regularly because what might be your values and your vision today may be different in a year or two. So I think it's really, really important for leaders to check in this area and make sure that those visions and values resonate or in alignment with who they are and that they are flowing into what's happening in the workplace. Again, this is important whether you're a mother or a spouse and running your household. I think that vision and those values with your personal goals and what your family goals and what the overall objective is going to be important. Next is embracing diversity and inclusion. So this one is near and dear to my heart as a diversity, equity, and inclusion practitioner. As an HR executive, I worked in the DEI space for many years. I think it's so important to foster an environment where diverse perspectives are valued and everyone feels included and respected. Psychological safety is important. Psychological safety, embracing diversity, equity, inclusion is going to be vital to get the best out of someone. That allows them to show up authentically, be who they are, and just feel safe to contribute, to add value, to say something that might not be status quo or what everyone wants to hear, but really add value to the conversation. This one is huge. The next one is going to be practicing active listening. So sometimes it's easier said than done for some leaders just because you're leading with purpose and you're doing all of these amazing things. But I think it's important to slow down and actively listen to those around you, whether it's our children and we are moms or our spouse and our partners or our employees and the people that are around us. Actively listening to your team members' ideas, concerns, feedback, it really helps you to understand their needs and their perspectives so that you can in return show up and be a better leader. The next one is going to be to provide support and development. Providing support and development is so important because you can work with someone forever, right? And you can tell them all the things that they can do to be better and pull out all the great skills and tools and things that allow them to be great at what they do. But as a leader, if you aren't directing them and giving them access to things that are going to help them to grow and to improve, there's a gap, right? And once you teach them how to do these things, they can then go out and seek opportunities on their own. But offer mentorship, offer coaching, hire a coach. Offer opportunities for growth to help your team members reach their full potential. And in order to do this, you got to have the conversations and communicate about what their ideas and goals and aspirations are. Because what you might aspire or desire or see in them might not be in alignment with what they think about their future or themselves. So having these ongoing conversations and ensuring that you're providing support and development that align with what they want, what you see in them, is going to be important. And understanding that those opportunities that you present, year 1, year 2, year 3, and so on, will align with their goals and where they're going. Next is going to be encouraging collaboration. Collaboration is so important. I think as leaders, we often work on an island and we don't have to, or we encourage our teams to do that. We should delegate, we should collaborate, we should foster a collaborative culture where our team members support each other, they support you as the leader, they share knowledge, they work together towards common goals and objectives, and they trust one another to bounce ideas off of each other or to simply ask for help or be able to come to you for help, and you offer real life suggestions, sit down and brainstorm, and really allow them to make mistakes, right? And they feel trusted and supported to collaborate and get work done. I think that's a great characteristic of a very, very solid leader. The next tip I have is leading by example. I think of all that I've added on this list, this one probably should have went to the top because we have to practice what we preach. You have to embody the person that you want those around you to see, if that makes sense. If you are a mother or a spouse, be the wife that you want your partner to respect and to love. Set the example. Show them how to love you. Show them how to respect you. With your kids, teach them how to take care of themselves and eat well and read and pour into themselves. You teach them how to do those things by doing those things for yourself. In the boardroom or in the workplace, when you're honest and transparent and you collaborate and you listen and you have purpose, again, you are teaching your staff and your team to do those things and show up in those ways that are going to ultimately positively impact everyone involved. So leading by example demonstrates integrity, empathy, and accountability in your actions, setting a positive example for your team to follow. So never ever shy away from this. I think, I know personally, I've had leaders in my life where they say one thing, they do another, and it left me utterly confused. Now, when leaders do that, even if you are listening and you have mentors or people in your life, I think the biggest takeaway that you're actually learning is what not to do in certain situations. That's definitely an opportunity there. Leading by example can be critical, but again, if you have people in your life, you can definitely learn what not to do in certain situations as well. Next is going to be celebrating successes. Woo! This one is huge because sometimes we grind, we meet big goals, we do great things, and then we just go on to the next thing. And it's just a grind and it's a slug, and we move and move and move without pausing to reassess and celebrate. But I think it's important to recognize and celebrate achievements and contributions of your team and foster a culture of appreciation and motivation. Recognition is so important in the workplace today. So be able to just slow down, whether it's a shout out, whether it's giving them something that they enjoy, whether it's giving them time off or food or, just verbal recognition. I know what I would do oftentimes as a leader when my employees started, I would do kind of a get to know you and ask them, what are they like? How are they most motivated? What's most important to them? And I would use that list to serve me when it was time to celebrate successes or offer recognition. Leadership is a love language. Understanding your teams, understanding your children, your spouse as a leader, it's important because we can't just show up and lead in ways that are important to us. We have to make sure that we're leading and communicating and celebrating them in ways that are going to resonate with them as well, if that makes sense. Again, someone's love language may be words of affirmation and someone else's might be acts of service. you're going to show up for each of those people a little bit different. So it's not a one size fits all approach. Even applied to leadership, I think it's important to get to know people on an individual level to make sure that we can meet them where they are and celebrate them accordingly so that they feel it, they feel valued, they feel appreciated, and that they know that you have taken that unique, dedicated time to lead for them and serve them in the way that they need it the most. I think that goes a long way. And the last one is going to be continuous learning and adapting. So staying open to feedback, reflecting on your leadership approach, adapting and improving over time, constantly pouring into yourself, hiring yourself a coach. All of these things are going to continue to refine your skills and just help you be the best leader that you can be. Again, we're all leaders in our lives in one way or another. It doesn't always just have to be because you hold a title or what have you. We serve and act as leaders in multiple ways in multiple spaces of our lives, day in and day out. I think the biggest thing is having qualities of a great leader that I shared here today so that you can be the best leader that you can be. And people will champion you and look up to you, and you can inspire others. And most importantly, feel good about yourself and the way that you show up in the world and pour into the people that you serve, because that's why we do it, right? That's what's most important. So embodying these principles of leadership can effectively help you champion the success of your team and again, grow professionally and support your family or whatever other leadership roles that you play in your day-to-day life. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got some great pointers today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I do love to read comments. If you have any other video ideas that you want me to share, I'd love to hear them. Again, my name is T.Prince and I'm a certified leadership and life coach and HR expert. I have over 15 years of leadership experience. I am very passionate about the work that I do. I help people to remove obstacles and transform their realities in the most amazing ways. I post videos here about personal growth, conscious leadership, motherhood, women empowerment, and how to elevate your reality in the most amazing ways. So look forward to connecting with you and come back for more videos. Thanks.